was the year, I think, that the Hounds went to the state finals, wasn't it?
I think that's correct. I think Corey Reeves was a senior on that team.
Corbin shut him out. 29, I think, was the final score in that one. And Corbin, actually, I thought the last time they played here at Corbin, year before last, played maybe well enough to win that football game, but let Bell, maybe got tired, I don't know, but let Bell County win that one in the fourth quarter on them. Well, Bell County will kick it away. Back to receive for Corbin. Number 22, David Jones, is back deep, along with number 5, Pat McCowan. Matt Bargo and Chris Hammock will be the up-backs. We'll try to find the Bell County kicker here for you. We don't have a kicker listed on the roster, but we'll know soon. I think it may be number 5, Jason Roche might kick it. And looks like he will. Bell County lines up, and we're ready. Settle back for high school football here on the Sports Leader T107. Roche gets the kick away. It'll be taken by Robertson back at the 10. He heads over toward the left side. Got some blocking there. Tries to cut it back to the middle and then gets drilled by about 4 Bobcats at the 20. And that's where Corbin will start, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
So both teams seem to be very, very enthusiastic and very fired up. So we'll see what happens here early.
David Jones took it on the chin.
Dennis.
Yeah, I wonder why this says David on the roster, and then you always call him Dennis. So we'll change our roster over to Dennis here and get that right. So Dennis took it on the chin there at the 20 from several Bobcat players. In the backfield, Bargo and Wyatt. It's going to be a pass right off the bat over on the right side as Steely flips it out to McCowan, and he gains only 2 or 3 yards up to about the 23-yard line. Now, this is a surprise, Burley Foley. On the we've got Pat McCowan listed as a starting quarterback, but number 7, Danny Steely, the sophomore, gets that first play.
I think Coach Adams just trying to give him a little something to think about there. Danny, you know, has only been out a couple of weeks, and he's a kid that can throw the football pretty good. So we may see Danny because Pat will get a lot of carries, and, of course, fatigue will set in.
And this time McCowan does move into quarterback. Steely is off. Corbin sends 2 wide to the right, hand off to Hammock. He's got some room to the 25, and his hole is shut off at the 30, but that will be close to a Red Hound first down. Corbin needs to get to the 31-yard line to get the first down, so we're looking at 3rd and short for the Hounds. And we might be coming out to measure.
Good blocking off the left side that time by Petrie, and looked like the left tackle over there, Andy Robinson, who I understand got his cast off today. So I'm sure he's happy about that. Robertson. Make sure I said it correctly. Of course, my great pronunciation.
Well,
that's why everybody always
if we weren't Hicks, we wouldn't live here in the country, but we'd be in New York.
When I talk, everybody always says, huh?
Corbin short of the first down by, looks like, about the length of the football. Corbin comes with Trey White at fullback, Chris Hammock, the right halfback, Matt Bargo, the left halfback. McCowan is the quarterback. He's going to fake the handoff and keep it around to the 30, up to about the 34. Hit underneath and dropped there by Chris Douglas, but that will be enough for the Corbin first down. 1st and 10 for the Hounds from their own 34-yard line, right on the left hash mark.
Looked like we had a lot more room there than we picked up that time, didn't it? A big hole opened up there, and that made the turn, but the Bell County defender did a good job coming up quickly.
10:29 left to go. First period of play. No score. Corbin on the opening series right now. 1st down and 10 for the Red Hounds, just shy of their own 34-yard line, working from the left hash. 3 wide to the right side for Corbin. Crowley, Romines, and Bargo all over there. Handoff is going to go to Hammock, though, on the counter play, and he is going to get dropped for a loss of about a yard.
Missed 1 block that time. We did a good job blocking real well on the right side there. But Bell County, they play a 6-2. They bring a lot of people up in there. And what Corbin's trying to do right now is spread them out by putting 3 out there so we can get on a little more one-on-one situations in there with our linemen.
Well, I'm telling you, the big offensive line did a great job the first half against Kaywood last Friday night. They were just moving the Trojans all over the field. Bargo and Wyatt behind McCowan. He's going to pass. He's got a man out there. Crowley, he catches it up at the 42. That will be short of a first down. As Pat McCowan, like Eddie Barton, a left-handed quarterback. Steely, Danny Steely, is a right-hander when he's in.
Well, that time Pat just hung it up and Mike went and got it. Mike has those soft hands, and normally if he can get close to football, he'll drag it in. And what's happening here now is Bell County all of a sudden is saying, hey, maybe we can't play everybody up in there. Coach Adams has done a good job trying to spread them and even letting Pat throw the football a little bit.
This time Bell County comes with 6, 7 men up on the line as they expect to run. McCallum's going to keep to the left side, and he's going to make his way through tacklers across the 45 to the 47-yard line. That'll be enough for Corbin first down. And Pat McCallum did not have any blocking over there. He made that on his own.
Traditionally, this is what Corbin's always been able to do, Dave. They've been able to take the football, get it a little bit at a time, a piece at a time, run the clock down, and then count on their defense to win football games. So positive here in the first quarter is that we've been able to take the football and keep it away from Bell County.
And we got 8:50 left to go in the first period of play. Corbin in possession. Power eye right. Pitch out right to Hammock. That's the far side. He cuts it up to the 50 and crosses over into Bell County territory to the 47-yard line. Nice gainer that time by Chris Hammett.
Number 22, John Witherwright, and number 50, Justin Mays, making a tackle.
Haven't seen Matt Margot carry the football yet. Matt had a big first half against Kaywood last Friday night in Harlan.
47-yard line.
Crowley goes wide to the left side. That's the far side of the field. Once again, the Hounds will line it up in the power eye with a Hammock on the back of the eye. And the pitch out Hammock left side this time. He is at the 45. He's at the 40 and gets caught from behind at about the 38-yard line. Once again, number 30, Chris Douglas of Bell County coming up to make the stop, and he has saved the Bobcats a lot of yardage already here in this first quarter.
Great block by Trey White that time. Just a power sweep to the left side, and Trey White really picked up a nice block in there. And Chris is one of those kids, not a big, strong kid, but has good quickness, and he's one of those that's willing to put his nose in there. He's not afraid of contact, and he doesn't know he's only about 160 pounds.
He certainly doesn't play like it either. McCallum once again underneath center. Center, of course, is number 56, Dwayne Evans. Snap is going to go to McCallum. He's going to try to run it out himself. He's getting some blocking up at the 40, and then maybe gets a couple of yards up to near the 36-yard line over on the right side of the field. That'll bring up second down and long for Corbin.
Well, as a bootleg that time, Pat faked everybody to the left side over here and then kept it around the right. But Bell County did a good job. I think they were sitting waiting on that play and did a good job by closing it down. Pat was still able to pick up a few yards because of the quickness that he has.
Yeah, you're right. He made that on his own on the quarterback bootleg. Way out to the left side is Crowley. That's the far side of the field. McCallum underneath. Pitch out left side on the sweep this time to Hammock. Hammock at the 35. Hammock is knocked down at the 31-yard line. As Corbin keeps driving down inside Bell County territory. This will bring up third down, though, and right around 3 yards for the first.
Well, I'll tell you one thing.
More than 3 yards for the first.
One thing for sure, Corbin has always tried to go right at Bell County somewhat, and that's a different philosophy here tonight as we've been sweep right, sweep left, along with a pass, and then maybe a little trickery there with Danny Steele starting the game instead of Pat McCallum.
And once again, Corbin will set it up in the power eye right. That's the far side of the field. Here's a sweep to the right side to Hammock. Hammock trying to get some room, not much there, and down he goes at the 30-yard line. That'll be short of the first down by about 1.5 yards.
4-down territory now, though. It's very, very close down there, and I think Coach Adams will elect to try to go for it right here. Had the ball a lot here in the first quarter.
Yeah, over almost half of it. The clock is down now to 6:05 to go in the first period of play, and Corbin's had it the whole period so far. Corbin is going to go for it on fourth down. They're lacking about 3 yards, about 4th and 3. Corbin right off the right hash mark. Full house backfield now behind the quarterback, McCallum. He is going to keep around to the left side, and he's not going to get... Oh, he squirts through. He might have got it on that second effort. We'll have to see. It's going to be close. It looked like he was stopped on the 30-yard line. But second effort by Pat McCallum might have squirted him right into that first down. We'll see.
We're going to measure, but I think he's a little bit short.
Let's take her down on the field to Phil Russell. Phil, you got just about a bird's eye view.
We're either going to be about an inch or the nose of the football over or the nose of the football from it. I mean, we've got 2 ways to go right here.
Come on, Phil.
And it looks like
we got it.
We've got it right about a football.
We got it by 3/4. My bad.
That's pretty rough. You missed about 3/4 of a football now. 5:36 to go. Big first down that time for the Corbin Redhounds. They'll keep it right in the middle of the field. 5:36. Corbin on the opening drive, just moving the football up the field, 1 first down at a time. Nothing spectacular. As Burley pointed out, not really running right up the middle at Bell County, as Corbin has done a lot in the past. Trying to run around them some. Pat McCowan is going to give it on the reverse to Crowley. He's going to throw. No, he's going to keep. Now he's going to throw. He's got a man. Jones, he missed him down at about the 10-yard line. Looked like Shane Romines was an open receiver, but Crowley didn't pick him up in time. That'll bring up 2nd and 10 for Corbin.
Yeah, Mike, that time he was trying to get his feet set, and I think that's why he didn't pick up Shane, but he did have Shane Romines open here on this sideline. He had Dennis Jones open also, just threw it a little bit long, but there's no question he had Romines on this right sideline or left sideline wide open.
Looked like it's going to be the old end around that time, but Michael Crowley pulled up to throw. So now Corbin faces a 2nd down and 10 from the 30-yard line. Pat McCowan hit behind the line, dropped the ball's loose. It's going to be recovered, though, by Matt Bargo, but it's going to be way back at the 43-yard line.
That time, Bell County came on a blitz, and I mean really leveled Pat. He didn't have a chance.
I didn't see the guy that got in there. I think it may have been 73. Number 73, Jason Green. He drilled Pat McCowan. The ball went flying. Matt Bargo was able to get it. But now Corbin is facing a 3rd down. And about 25, 26 yards for the 1st down now. So it's 3rd and long as things not going Corbin's way the last couple of plays. McCowan's going to throw. He's got pressure again. He eludes his man. Now he's going to let it go. He's got Jones. It's going to be picked off a drop down at the 40-yard line.
That roughing the passer penalty, that's automatic 1st down. I think we got a break right there.
Oh, and Pat McCowan gets up slowly, too.
Pat's taking a beating back here.
No kidding. The last 2 times, the number 73 he's delivered both licks. Jason Green, he's 6'3", 285.
Over here, it's a gray Mercury Topaz.
Well, you're in trouble.
B710 has got a Dallas Cowboy front plate on it.
Preliminary signal, personal foul, roughing the quarterback.
Well, that's the call, and an accurate call, I think. Big break.
Hey,
Big break for the Corbin Redhounds. Yes.
Dave, a big break right here. As you said, Patrick really was unable. He threw off the wrong foot. It barely was see up there, but he took a lick just right afterwards, and Charlie Kirk standing right underneath him. That's a big break right there, 1st down.
And that moves the football all the way down to the 28-yard line, and Corbin will have it there. 1st and 10 from the 28. So big break for the Hounds after the late hit on the quarterback by Bell County. McCowan underneath the center, who is still Dwayne Evans, has the power eye left behind him. Pitch out to Hammock on the left sweep. He's got the 30 and hit from behind and brought down at the 30-yard line. William Allen, number 51, making the stop.
Number 51 making the stop, William Allen.
Showing some speed, too, because Chris Hammock's pretty quick, but Allen got him from behind and took him down. No gain on the play. Matter of fact, loss of a couple back to the 30.
Yeah, it looks like that we've got a lot of room there, but Bell County's doing a great job pursuing and getting to the football, getting a lot of people to the football. We're just not able to turn it up right now and get the yards that we were getting earlier.
Well, like you say, we still got the football and have had it almost this whole period. 3:45 to go in the 1st quarter of play. Still no score. Corbin has had it the entire 1st quarter after the kickoff. 2nd down and very long. Pat McCowan on the bootleg to the right side. Hit and dropped at about the 25-yard line.
The quarterback, number 5, Patrick McCowan.
That'll get him a gain of around 5 yards on the play, though.
69, George.
Brings up now 3rd down and
44, Ben Brooks on the stop.
right at 7 yards for the 1st.
Well, I don't think we're in Gus's range yet, but, you know, maybe get up close to a 1st down. Could be in possibly see Gus Hauser attempt another field goal. Kicked a 27-yarder last week.
With room to spare, too. But like you say, it's, we're a long way from field goal range right now, I would say. 3rd down and 8 for Corbin. Pitch out's going to go to Jones. Try for room around the left end. He's got some. He's down to the 25. Rolled out of bounds at about the 25-yard line. Ran a long ways for only about a yard that time.
Making the tackle, number 42, Eric Frazee.
So now that brings up 4th down for Corbin. The Hounds need the 18-yard line. They're on the 24-yard line with 4th down. Working from the left hash.
Again, good pursuit by Bell County as we're not able to turn the corner. They made some adjustments there, and they've turning it in nicely now.
Corbin this time will keep the ends in tight. Robertson or Romines one in. Jones split on the right end as McCowan takes the snap. He's going to go to Crowley again. He's going to throw again. He's got his man again, Romines. He dropped the ball. Or didn't really drop it. That was a tough one to try to catch down at about the 10-yard line. Same play that Corbin tried before, and this time, once again, the Hounds come up empty on that play. Shane was trying to twist his body in the air to get some kind of advantage on the football where he could catch it, so Bell County will take over.
Had him open that time, and that would have, as you said, that been a tough catch, but again, tough break. Pretty good offensive drive, though, but defense got to play hard right now and try to hold Bell County in check.
So the Bell County Bobcats will come up to the line behind their quarterback, number 12, Clint Chedester, 6'2", 183-pound junior. He's a good athlete. Split backfield behind him, and he's going to give it off straight up the middle to his fullback who dropped the ball, and Corbin has it. I believe that Joe Lee dropped the football, and Corbin fell on it. The Hounds look like they're going to take over, and they do on the 27-yard line.
David?
Yes.
Come in on that play right there. We had, that was just a lick given that time. It looked like John David Myers absolutely stripped the ball that time to get that fumble.
And the fumbler was, once again, Billy Joe Lee, the fullback. It looked like Billy Joe was going to get some yards right straight up the middle, but he did get popped pretty hard, as Phillip just pointed out, and dropped the football. McCowan's going to give to Bargo. First time he's carried in the game. He goes to the 25-yard line, gain of about 3. Straight up the middle, power football that time by the Hounds.
Making the stop for the Bobcats, number 50, Justin Mays, and number 70, Fred Hoskins.
So a very short-lived offensive drive by Bell County. Lasted one play, so Corbin has it right back here with 1:53 left to go in the first quarter. No score yet. But boy, you talk about time of possession. Corbin has definitely, they've had it this whole period. Hand off to Bargo, big hole this time. Bargo down to the 20. Bargo squirts down to the 10. Bargo to the 5. Bargo toward the end zone, knocked out of bounds, I think, on about the 1-yard line or so.
Man, it looked like he got over that cone right there, didn't it?
Sure did. That was on the far side from us. It's hard to pick up from up here. But it is a Corbin first down and goal from right around the 1.
Well, again, we talked about the team that made the fewer mistakes. Bell County makes the first critical mistake, but the important thing that Corbin go ahead and capitalize on it right here and get this touchdown in.
Yeah, you got to punch it in. You get down this close, no doubt about it. 1:35 to go in the first period of play. 1st and 10 for Corbin from right at the goal line. Hounds line it up in the power set. McCowan gives to Bargo, and we have a flag on the play. He did not get in anyway. That would probably be a motion for an illegal procedure against Corbin.
Tackle number 51, William Allen.
Put the good ball in, Will. We didn't.
Somebody said put the good ball in.
Yeah, we're going to have to kill, sorry, Phil, we're going to have to kill your microphone there. We're going to pick up something the fans don't need to hear.
Surely around football they wouldn't say anything like that, would they?
So it's still a first down, and Corbin's still right on the goal line after the Bell County penalty. 1:30 to go in the first quarter. McCowan on the keep and the touchdown. Yes. That McCowan on the quarterback sneak that time. Sneaks it right in there for 6 points, and the Hounds go on top by a score of 6-0 with 1:27 left to go in the first period of play. Now we'll take you downfield to Phil Russell.
David, that was just a sure gutsy play that time by Patrick McCowan. It looked like Matt Bargo really did have it on that first try right there, but they spotted the nose of the ball about on the 1-inch line. As Gus Hauser sets the ball in place, eyes it. Patrick McCowan waits for the snap. Here's the snap. Ball's up. It's good, straight down the middle, and you're listening to Red Hound football on 2107. The scores are Corbin Red Hound 7, the Bell County Bobcats 0.
Yeah. Corbin Redhounds get set to kick it away to the Bell County Bobcats after going on top by a score of 7-0. After Pat McCowan took it in from 1 yard away, and then Gus Hauser on to stay perfect on the season on point after attempts, and also perfect on field goals. He's 1 for 1 kicking field goals.
Well, we're able to take advantage of a turnover, and any time that you can do that, it sure takes a little bit out of the other team. But now, important thing for Bell County to do is come back here, whether they get a score or not, is go ahead and put together some kind of positive offensive series, and they're very, very capable of that.
Back to receive for Bell County on the right side is number 25. That's Billy Joe Lee. Over on the left side, I think, is number 28, Robert Muncie. And right in the middle, number 27, Scott Cheney. I think those numbers are hard to see from here. Gus Hauser with the kick, and it's going to go out of bounds. So Bell County will get it at the 35-yard line. The ball went out at the 15, so that's going to give the Bobcats some good field position here.
Is that the deal, or do you have to kick it again?
Yeah, get it on. You can make them kick again or take it on the 35. It's a pretty good rule. I don't know how long that rule's been around in high school football, but so the Bell County offense takes to the field, trailing here by a score of 7-0. They've only had the football one play in the whole first quarter. We got 1:27 left to go in it.
I don't understand here.
Illegal procedure. The ball was kicked out of bounds. Bell County has elected to take the ball.
Yeah, I don't know.
35-yard line, be first down, Bell County.
If that is the rule, Bell County gets the ball on the 35-yard line, and they'll get it right on the hump there, right in the middle of the field. And the Bobcats trying to get something done offensively. In the backfield, number 27, Scott Cheney, and number 25, Billy Joe Lee. Behind the quarterback, Chidester, goes to Lee, and he is dropped right on the line of scrimmage. I mean, he's dropped right on the line. Big number 57 getting to him, David Stevens.
David, pretty tough kid. He's one of those kids that's really got to play well defensively if we're going to stop teams against the run. He and Shane Creekmore, both the linebackers in there, be called on a lot. Bell County runs a belly, and the thing that makes it so dangerous is they fake to those two backs, and you can't tell who's got it, but that time David wasn't fooled.
Number 24, Brian Green, splits out to the left side. There's also one to the right. Handoff goes to Cheney, and he goes nowhere. That'll bring up now 3rd and 10.
J.D. Myers tripped him up that time, came hard inside on a slant, and was able to get there and trip him up. Two good defensive plays for Corbin.
Number 24 on the carry, Brian Green. Making a tackle for the Redhounds. Number 67, J.D. Myers, for a loss on the play. Be 3rd and 10.
So it's going to be Bell County football, 3rd down and 10 from the 35-yard line. Big 3rd down play here. Big defensive stand for the Corbin Redhounds. Number 81, Brian Sizemore, split in way to the left side, split backfield behind Chidester. He's going to give it to the second man through. No, he's going to keep. Dodges one tackler, moves to the 40, to the 45, to the 50, shakes another man to the 40. He's still going down to the 30. He is hit from behind, but goes on down to the 15 and down to the 10, and finally brought down there at the 10-yard line. The quarterback, I think he fooled the Corbin defenders that time. I know he fooled me. I thought that his tailback had the football.
Well, that's the thing that makes them so dangerous, Dave. You know, as I just said, they fake that thing in there, and you come up and we make two good, real strong hits right there, and then the quarterback gets outside. But we also had a chance there, too, to tackle him, and we seen his ability right there. A lot of quickness, a lot of speed, a lot of strength to break those tackles.
Well, Bell County will not get a chance to get a play off as the first quarter ends with a score, Corbin 7, Bell County nothing, but the Bobcats are threatening. We'll be back with the second period. This is Redhound football on the sports leader, WCTT.
We would like to thank the Knox County
God, that
Amateur
hurt right there.
for attending tonight's game.
Yes, sir. Lay him on me, man. Okay, 7-0. Thank you. Well, a big third down gain that time by Clint Chidester, the quarterback for the Bell County Bobcats. Let's figure that up there, Burley. You went 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, about 55 yards there on the carry to put Bell County with a first down and 10 from right about the 10-yard line. And there is the timeout on the field.
Well, the reason they called timeout right there is David Stevens wasn't in the game. I don't know if he was injured or getting some kind of equipment repair, but he came all the way from one end of the field to the other, and he just couldn't get there in time. And Coach Steff looked at him and said, hey, timeout. We don't have enough people on the field.
So Corbin takes a timeout. Let's look over some scores from around the area. We'll try to keep you updated on these games and as many others as we can throughout the evening. Williamsburg leads Frankfort 6-0 at halftime. Whitley County is leading Harrison, Indiana 12-7 right now, and Southwest Pulaski County leads Lincamp by a score of 7-0. Some good games going on around the state tonight, Burley, but this could be the marquee matchup right here, the Bobcats and the Red Hounds.
I think without question it's the game of the weekend here in the mountains. We do consider this the mountains, don't we?
I don't know. I don't really see a mountain from here, but we're at the foothills. The foothills of the mountains. Come down to my house sometime. You'll be in the mountains.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, way back in them. Bell County football, I formation, lines up behind the quarterback, Chidester. He's going to pitch it out to Cheney. Cheney is hit behind the line by Chris Hammock and dropped back at the 17-yard line. Big loss on the play.
Chris looked like he came on a blitz that time, and Cheney was unable to get away as he made a good open field tackle. A big play for Corbin right there. It takes Bell County back a little bit, and believe me, they're down there close now. What yard line are we on, David?
Well, we're back now on the 16-yard line. Second down, though, and 16. They can get another first down on about the 1-inch line. Bell County working toward the left side just a bit. 2 wide to the left, 1 to the right, split in the backfield. Chidester on the keep. He's hit by Trey Wyatt, but gets away from him, then is hit hard. Big number 59 for the Corbin Red Hounds in there to stop him. That, of course, is Shane Creekmore. Creekmore coming up from his linebacker position to knock him down at about the 12-yard line after he had barely...
Shane really came up hard there. Trey White had a chance there to put him away early, and he slid off, but Shane came up and really finished him off, made a nice hit.
You can tell already this Clint Chidester's a slick runner. And he is going to be a handful for the Corbin defense all night long. There's no doubt about it.
Bell County's always had those good quarterbacks that could run the belly and keep the ball hit well.
Long setback behind Chidester this time is Billy Joe Lee. 3 go wide to the right on this big third down play. And Chidester's going to keep again. He's hit behind the line, and he's dropped. Let's give some credit there to big number 75 for Corbin. That's Andy Robertson. He hit him first and slowed him up for a couple of other Corbin tacklers.
Dwayne Evans also in on the stop. Creekmore again. Shane Creekmore, he's one of the defensive leaders on this team. He's a guy they got to count on. He, he's one of those had to forced into a playing situation early, and it's his turn to be the star now.
Big fourth down play coming up for Bell County. Once again, the Bobcats can get a first down right at about the 6-inch line. Oh, they're going to try to kick it here. Number 5, Jason Roche will be in to kick. He'll kick from about the 19, so we're looking at about a 29-yard. Oh, the snap is loose. It's picked up by Bell County. It's still loose. Chidester's going to try to run it, and then he's hit and dropped all around the 12-yard line. So really, all in all, unless you figure Roche might have made that field goal, that doesn't turn out that bad for Bell County.
No, it doesn't. I disagree with, I think Dudley Hilton's a good coach, but I disagree with his call right there. This early in the game, I think you got to go ahead and try to put the touchdown in, but maybe that's why I just coach 8th grade and they coach high school. Or maybe it's because I'm not a teacher.
I think that's one of the qualifications to coach high school football. Yeah. But you can always just stay here in the booth with me, and we can coach all we want to.
That's right.
Corbin brings the offense on the field. Power eye set behind McCowan. Going to give it off to Matt Bargo. Big hole right up the middle for Matt. He's a handful as he cruises to the 26-yard line. They opened a hole for Bargo that time.
He's a load.
He doesn't come down easy, does he?
He is a load.
Kaywood hit him with 4 tacklers the other night, and he took them about 5 yards. Dennis Jones wide to the right for Corbin. That'll be the far side of the field. Hammett, Bargo, and Wyatt looks like lined up behind McCowan. He's going to give it off to Bargo. He's trying right up the middle and gets a couple of yards, really out of nothing that time. Turned into a pretty nice game considering what he was up against for Matt Bargo. That'll bring up 2nd down and 8 for Corbin.
Not much room in there that time for Matt as Mike Crowley checks in.
8:40 to go in the first half of play. Corbin on top 7-0 after holding Bell County. Bell had advanced the ball down to the Corbin 10-yard line, but a nice play by Chris Hammock defensively put Bell in a bind that they couldn't get out of. Pat McCowan underneath center, ready for the snap with the wishbone behind him this time. He's going to keep it around to the right side, gets a block from Bargo, then cuts it up, but gets hit pretty hard as he crosses to about the 32-yard line. Bargo gave him one pretty decent block, but more than one Bobcat over there. Good crowd, great night for high school football.
Very comfortable night, isn't it?
Yeah, you don't really get many of these in high school football seasons. It's usually either 100 degrees or 0
or raining.
7:40 left to go, first half of play. Redhound football. The Hounds are facing a 3rd down and 6. Ball's on the 32-yard line. Corbin working off the right hash mark. They'll set it up into power I left, and now we have a flag on the play.
That's usually too much time when it comes from back there.
That's right. Against the Redhounds, a 5-yard penalty against the Hounds.
So now Corbin will face 3rd down and 11.
Well, that changes the complexion of the play.
Actually about a 3rd down and 9 here for Corbin. The ball is on the 27-yard line. Hounds got to move it to the 36 to get that first down. So 3rd down and 9 for Corbin, working from the right hash. Once again out of the power I. Pitch out left side on the sweep to Hammock. Looking for some blocking on the left side. Flag on the play as Chris cuts it all the way up to the 37. Close to first down yardage.
We either got a hold or a clip back here, Dave.
Number 12, Clint Tedester on the stop.
And I would say you're probably right. Let's take her downfield, get some use out of her man on the spot, Phil Russell. Phil, did you pick up anything?
No, Dave, I'm on the other side here checking on David Stevens. He's got a muscle pull in his left calf, and Kim Gentry, the physical therapist here with the Corbin Redhounds, is working on him right now, rubbing a little ice, so he's going to be okay, Dave is. But no, I missed the play on that one, checking on David.
Well, the penalty goes against Corbin. We'll see where the football is going to wind up at. The Hounds on top 7-0, 7:05 to go in the first half of play. And they're going to move her all the way back to the 10-yard line. Yeah, now they're going to say the 11. So still the 10 is going to be on the 11. Corbin needs to make the 36 to get the first down. So 3rd down and 25 here for the Hounds.
We'll have to really punt out of trouble here if we don't pick this one up. I know what this is.
Chris didn't get much punt work. I don't think he punted any against Kaywood last Friday night. McCowan will keep it around to the right side on the option play. And he's not going to get much at all. Run out of bounds at about the 15. And I think you're right. I think Coach Adams just wants to try to punt this one out of there and play some defense, which Corbin hasn't had to play a lot of, but when they have been on the field, the defense has played very well.
Tough place to punt from, though.
They're going to have Chedester, the quarterback, back to receive the punt. Hammock punted very well and very often against the Danville Admirals in the 47-0 loss. And if I'm not mistaken, I don't think he punted any against Kaywood. Hammock will punt this one away from about the 7-yard line, gets rid of it. Chedester will let it bounce at the 50 and gets it on the 47. Little shake and bake move, another little shake and bake move, and is hit and dropped by Dennis Jones at the 50. He kept shaking, and Dennis kept shaking right with him, and finally grabbed him and pulled him down.
Good open field tackle by Dennis that time. You know, what you would like to do is go ahead and try to put the head on him, but it's hard to do because you got to come under control, and quarterback has excellent moves. The return man, odd for a quarterback to be a return man, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I don't know if I've seen that in a high school football game before.
Well, yeah, you did last year.
Did I?
Jody Mauser.
Oh, yes. Well, I don't count our team, though, see.
You just didn't want to say you were wrong.
Yeah, Mauser did return a few punts, didn't he? Chidester is going to throw this one. He's got his man over there in the right flat. That's number 24 on the catch, Billy Joe Lee. And Billy Joe stopped after a gain of about 5 yards on the play.
Number 24.
We'll make that Brian Green, number 24, on the catch.
Making a tackle for the Hounds, number 57, David Stevens.
A little quick out that time. Gain of 5 yards, a good first down gainer for Bell County. And the Bobcats now have a second down and 5 at the 45-yard line, working from the right hash. This time Green splits wide to the left side. Dual backfield behind the quarterback, Chidester. And he's going to give it off in there to the first guy through. That's Billy Joe Lee, and he's going to get some yardage down to about the 41-yard line. That will be short of a first down. But it will leave third and short now for the Bobcats.
Number 67, J.D. Myers, and a host of Hounds in on the tackle.
Devon Myers. Nettie Pierce, PA man, says a host of Hounds in on the tackle that time.
All of them. Just admiring this year's program. Very, very nice, David.
They were going to sell me one of those at the gate for $1. I told him he would just steal it off of me anyway, so I thought I'd wait and maybe steal yours. Here's the sneak by Chidester to get the first down for Bell County down to the Corbin 38-yard line.
Bell County starting to move the chains some now.
Number 59, James Creekmore.
Remember Monday Night Football, the game, you know, where you could put those little disc in?
Yeah.
And play Monday Night Football, and you could quarterback sneak on that thing and get like 50 yards. And I've never in real life seen a quarterback sneak go for more than about a half yard, half yard or a yard.
Come on, Jeremy Moran, make something happen over there, son. I haven't heard your name called yet.
Chidester, the quarterback, fakes to the first guy, keeps it himself, is hit behind the line, but shakes loose again. There he goes. He's down to the 25, down to the 20. And knocked down at about the 19 or 18-yard line.
Well, we had
Once again, Corbin had a good chance. You're right.
Oh, gone. Yeah, we were right there to make the play, and he just slipped off. Got to lock up.
We have to get a timeout here and check Clint maybe for some bacon grease or something on that uniform.
Looks slick, don't he?
He sure does. Corbin can't hold on to him at all. 4:13 to go, first half. Corbin leads 7-0 over the Bell County Bobcats, but once again, the Cats are threatening here. The ball's on the 19-yard line, working from the right hash. Wishbone lined up behind Chidester this time. He fakes to the first guy, gives to the second guy. Cheney, he's got a big hole. He's down to the 5. He's down to the 2.
Nope. That's the
or make that the 5. He crossed the 10 and went down to the 5.
That's a little deceptive there, that line is, isn't it?
It's hard to see from this angle. It really is.
I'm trying to help you overcome your mistake here.
You did a good job. It won't get you any more money, but you...
Actually, the line's the same place it's been for the last 20 years we've been up here.
Well, what it is, they don't have the big numbers this year, have you noticed? They got those little bitty numbers on the field, and we need those big ones.
How about I messed up?
Ball will be spotted on the 5-yard line. First and goal from the 5. Chidester pitch out to the left side. There's his man Cheney, and he's got the touchdown. And a pretty nice block there from Billy Joe Lee to spring him on into the end zone. So touchdown for the Bobcats. 7-6. Corbin on top. Let's send her downfield side to Philip Russell.
Well, attempting the kick now, point after, will be Jason Roche, number 5, 6 foot, 161-pound senior. As we try the open gate effect, where they line everybody up on one side of the field, then they'll move. Of course, Corbin doesn't fall for that old play. Burley, you remember that old play?
He doesn't have his headset on.
Okay, here's the snap. Ball's down, it's up, splits the uprights, it's good. And at the 3:29 mark in the second quarter, it's the Corbin Redhounds 7 and the Bell County Bobcats 7. You're listening to Redhound Football on WCTT 107.
3 minutes, 29 seconds left to go until halftime. The Corbin Redhounds and Bell County Bobcats are tied at 7. Just as we took the break, there was a whistle. I don't see any flags anywhere, but there was a whistle.
We did have a flag on the play.
Oh, we did have a flag?
Corbin had 12 men on the field.
Good idea.
Do they want to take points off? What do you say, Barley?
No. No, absolutely not. Take the point.
And Bell County will decline the penalty. The obvious coaching move there by Dudley Hilton, head coach of the Bell County Bobcats, who will forever be known as the infamous protractor of the Turkey Day rule.
That was nice.
He did it. He's the one who wanted to play on Thanksgiving Day and got all that attention. It wasn't me. But can't blame a guy for trying to get an edge, Bertie, really. An edge is an edge.
I believe that worked the opposite way, though.
It could have.
I mean, really, from the outset, I would have thought that would work the opposite way.
Well, certainly one thing, he may be known as the Turkey Day rule guy, but he is obviously one heck of a high school football coach, because he has made this Bell County football program nothing but a powerhouse. Roche to kick it away at the 40, gets the boot to her, long one, drives Pat McCown all the way back to about the 3. He comes out for the right side of the 10 to the 15 to the 20 and is knocked out of bounds at the 24-yard line.
Receiving the kickoff for the Hounds, number 5, Patrick McCowan.
You know, you watch these.
Number 32, William Muncie on the stop for
Bell County, obviously a fine football team, and Kaywood the other night, watching Kaywood, but it's not even in the same league as the way Danville covered kickoffs. I mean, their kickoff coverage, it was just something to behold.
I'll tell you part of that, Dave. Part of it was we didn't block them.
We didn't want to block them. I wouldn't have wanted to block them either.
I mean, that's just
yeah, I think we did back down a little bit later in that football game. McCowan, working from the right hash mark, is trying to keep it around the left side that time, and he's being hit by number 51. That's William Allen, 6 foot 218 senior. Drops him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of about, looks like 4 yards on the play. It'll bring up now 2nd and 14 for Corbin. Ball is on the 19. Michael Crowley goes wide to the right side. That's the near side of the field. Pitchback's going to go to Jones. Looking for a block and gets one, but doesn't get the one that he needs and is tackled at the 20-yard line.
Got a couple back. Well, Bell County does just a tremendous job of pursuing the football out there. Looks like we've got all kinds of room, and then here they come.
Dennis got a good initial block, but like you say, there was nobody left to block the tackler who was coming hard. So now Corbin looking at 3rd and long here with 2:22 to go in the first half. Score tied at 7. Corbin really ate up that first period, kept the football for just about the whole time. Still, the game is tied here, though. Hammock, Wyatt, and Bargo lined up behind McCowan. A handoff goes to Bargo. He cuts through a hole up to about the 27-yard line. Not nearly enough for the first down, but still a nice gainer that time by Matt Bargo. And Corbin will punt it away.
Timeout on the field. Timeout, Bell County.
Bell County is going to call for the timeout with Corbin facing a 4th down and 7. With a minute 47 to go in the half, we'll come back. The Hounds will punt it away. This is Redhound Football on your sports leader, WCTT.
I'm sleepy, Bubba. How you doing, Larry? You all right? Big. What's going on? You're the man.
1:47 to go here in the first half of play. 7-7. The Bell County Bobcats and the Corbin Redhounds are tied as we head toward halftime. Corbin, though, will have to punt. And once again, Clint Chidester will be the guy to take care of the punt. He's been the guy that's done the damage to Corbin here in the first half.
We'll try to block it.
No doubt about that.
Nope.
No rush on as Hammock gets a high punt away. It's a good one. Great punt all the way back to the 30. Then takes a Bell County bounce back up to about the 33. Corbin falls on it there. Chris Hammock, he really is punting the football very well this year. So Bell County now will go 1st and 10 from their own 33-yard line with 1:36 to go till halftime. And coming up at half, we'll have an update on scores from around the area, plus Philip Russell will have some stats for us.
The ball spotted on the 33-yard line.
Pretty evenly played ball game up to this point. Corbin early had the offensive momentum, and now Bell County is taking it. And I would hope that Bell County doesn't score here because this game should go in tied 7-7 and a half.
Bell County will send number 81, Brian Sizemore, wide to the right, but keeping the football on the ground for no gain on the play.
Good defensive play that time. Romines.
Hand off that time to Cheney.
Evans.
Making the tackle for the Hounds, number 44, Shane Romine, and number 57, David Stevens. No gain on the play.
And this time, working from the left hash mark, Wishbone lined up behind Chidester. Fakes to one guy, gives to his second man, and he is drilled. On the carry that time, that's Chris Douglas. Douglas really hit hard after a gain of about 4 on the play. That'll bring up now 3rd and long for Bell County. But Shane Creekmore really put some meat on it.
Shane has turned himself into a fine football player.
Had a great game against Kaywood. Dwayne Evans had a good game against Kaywood defensively. Of course, he plays center on offense. Wideouts both ways. I formation. Pitch out on the right side to Cheney. Looking for some room. He gets one block, and he is being chased down and shakes away from Wyatt. Then shakes another couple of tacklers and gets his way up to the 48-yard line.
27, Scott Cheney on the carry.
Had him cut off over there pretty good. See a flag down. Cheney did a good job that time, just bouncing back into the middle of the field, picking up what he could. Cheney, only a sophomore, has great speed.
Perry Wyatt has missed several tackles here in the football game, Burley. He's just not locking up. Looks like the penalty was against Bell County.
You know, Trey's one of those kids. He's just coming back from a severe case of mono, I understand, and really not in top condition now. Maybe that's wearing on him a little bit. He's a good football player though, and he's going to make some plays. And he has missed a couple tackles here tonight, but that's part of football. Sometimes you get them, sometimes you don't.
Well, he's not been the only one to miss tackles either, but
I missed one.
His have been more in the open.
I missed one over at playing church lot over at Sacred Heart.
Is that right?
Yeah.
You know, have we got our game going on in the end zone down there?
Yeah, it's halftime down there too.
Well, that's going to end the first half of play with the Corbin Redhounds and the Bell County Bobcats all tied up here at 7 apiece after a very good and very well played first half of high school football action. Hang around. We'll investigate some stats for you. Plus, we'll check on some scores from some other games. And we'll just do the usual halftime stuff here on your sports leader, 50,000-watt WCTT and T107. Dice goes.
Hey, listen. He's doing a good job. We enjoy having him. We really do. He's getting himself in a better condition. He's doing fine. Yeah, he did. It's going to get better and better. Right, exactly. Exactly. Just like I say, got to get more better condition.
God, 20. Well, a 20-minute halftime?
They're getting more accustomed to that now than they were. So,
man.
As time goes on, they'll have to
Give us 4 minutes on these breaks, Frank. We're around a 20-minute halftime here for some reason.
We've got to do a better job of that and changing that up. See you.
Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the Corbin High School Marching Redhounds under the direction of Susan Hayes and Arlie Sparks. The field commander is Kelly Keith. Guard captain is Judy McGowan. Co-captain is Christy Cannon. Tonight's show includes Winds of Sonora, Stepping Out With My Baby.
That's Saturday night. Florida beats the stuffings out of someone. I forget who they beat, but they really rolled somebody like 70-21 or something. Great crowd on here. Great weather for high school football, and should be a great second half. We're tied up at 7 each at halftime. Once again, rechecking the scoring for you. Corbin got their score in the first quarter. With 1:27 to go in the first, Pat McCowan scored on a 1-yard run. Gus Hauser kicks the extra point. And at 3:29 to go in the half, Bell County got their score. It was from Scott Cheney on a 5-yard run. And Scott Rosh kicked his extra point, and we were tied up here at 7 apiece at halftime. See here that the Corbin Lady Redhounds will have a car wash tomorrow at 9 o'clock. It will be a hand wash. Cost to be $3, and it'll be held in the Hardee's parking lot.
Hey, Dave, are you going to take your car and have it washed?
No, if I wash my car, all the paint would come off of it.
Hey, David?
Yes. That's true, Philip. I don't want to wash my car. All the paint would come off with the dirt that's on there. Getting ready for third period action here between the Redhounds and the Bobcats. Both teams coming back out, warming up just a bit as we get ready for the second half. As a matter of fact, I think we might get a little more sponsor time in here and come back with the second half kickoff. We'll be right back. This is Redhound football on Southeast Kentucky's sports leader, WCTT. I have no idea what they're doing, Frank. I know it. I have no idea what they're doing. Hell, they had a 20-minute half. It ought to be plenty. Give me one more and then send it back, and we ought to be ready. Getting ready for second half action between the Corbin Redhounds and the Bell County Bobcats. Dave King and Burley Foley as we get ready for the second half. Burley, your assessment of first half play.
Well, it's 7-7, and I think that indicates just exactly what kind of first half we saw. Two very evenly matched teams up to this point playing very, very physical football game. Turnover for Bell County set up Corbin's score, and that was a key. And then Bell County come back, put together a pretty good offensive drive on some poor tackling and really just a good offensive series, or the belly series as they call it. Some good faking, quarterback the key in it, did a good job, puts them in for a score. Now Corbin has to kick off here as Gus Hauser prepares. Without question, early momentum again will be the key. Anytime two teams are very, very evenly matched, momentum and mistakes, double M's make the difference.
Number 27, Scott Cheney. Number 30, Chris Douglas, is back to receive. Also, number 28 is back there. That's Robert Muncie. Over on the right side, Cheney, the guy they would like to get the football right in the middle of the field. Gus Hauser will kick it away from Corbin. Settle in, folks. We got another half of what should be some good high school football action right here on the sports leader, WCTT. And here's the kick. Gus gets a good foot to it. Drives Cheney all the way back to the 4. He's to the 5, to the 10, 15, to the 20, to the 25-yard line, 26, 27, to the 30, and is finally going to be rolled over by Jeremy Moran up at about the 32-yard line.
Dave, one person playing on the kickoff team tonight, Greg White. Kid has been away from football, had a pretty serious neck injury, got the green light from the doctor to go ahead and play. Back in there playing for Corbin, and as time goes on, they expect him to be a big part of this team and to help them. So it's great that Greg's back from that injury. At one time, a very, very talented football player, like I say. Been away from football for some time, but time will help heal.
First play of the second half for Bell County. Oh, big hole here for Bobby Joe Lee. And here goes, or rather, Billy Joe. He's being chased and finally brought down by Corbin all the way down at the 25-yard line. Dennis Jones was able to bring him down, but, man, he just burst through the Corbin line like a bolt of lightning, and I called him Bobby Joe, but it's Billy Joe Lee, and he was on his way to the races.
It's just a little inside trap, Dave, that time where they cross-bucked the guards in there, and he hit straight up the middle and then really just opened it up.
Now, Corbin started off slow in the second half against Kaywood last Friday night. Now, this is not it's a different team than Kaywood. The Hounds really can't afford to do that here in this football game. Tied up at 7, 11:20 to go in the third period, just underway with it. Here is Chidester going to give it off to Cheney, finding himself a hole in there, weaving his way through tacklers down to the 19. Good first down gainer that time by Bell County. About 6 yards on the pickup there. That'll leave second down and 4 now for the Bobcats.
Pretty good room in there as Bell County tried to attack us from the outside in the first half. Here, looks like they're going to try to go right up the gut.
They got some big guys in there. Fred Hoskins, 6'4", 215, big number 70 there to block. Looked like someone moved. No penalty, though. Chidester is going to try to keep it on the broken play to the right side and is going to dive for about 1.5 yards on the play. That'll leave third and short now for Bell County. Oh, someone left early for the Bobcats that time, but no penalty flags flew.
Good pursuit that time by Corbin as several Red Hounds came up and make the hit. Trey White, one of those.
Third down for Bell County. And 3 yards. Ball on the 18-yard line. They need to get right down to the 15. Working from the right hash mark. Clint Chidester, the quarterback, underneath center. And he is going to give it off to his fullback in there, I think, Billy Joe Lee on the carry. And that will be enough for the first down as Lee gets up off the bottom of the pile. Just barely enough for the first down, but it's 1st and 10 for Bell County from the Corbin 15-yard line. The Bobcats on their opening drive, threatening here in the second half.
Big play, the little trap right up the gut to really put our backs against the wall.
Went for a lot of yards. Defense has to hang in there now. Number 81, Brian Sizemore, splits out to the left side. Chidester on the carry himself gets only a couple of yards.
Taking the stop for the Red Hounds, number 67, J.D. Meyer. Also in on the stop.
So it brings up now second down for Bell and 8. Good first down stop that time by Corbin.
Andy Robertson along with J.D. Myers in on the stop for Corbin.
Corbin controlled about the whole first period, but since then, Bell County seems to have had the momentum. Chedester's going to throw out in the flat. It's going to be, I guess, caught by Sizemore at about the 13-yard line.
Oh, I thought that ball was short hopped.
I did too. I thought it hit the ground, but the official right on top of the play.
Which we didn't gain or lose either way. If it was short hopped, it was still basically the same thing. Because he went down to a knee, and if he did short hop, it is incomplete and is about an inch gain. Of course, my game in inches might make a difference.
This has been a game of inches so far, it really has.
Boy, did I not know what to say there.
It looked like he did drop the ball, though, really. But I don't guess he did. Chidester underneath center, working from the left hash mark. He's going to pitch it out on the sweep to the right side. Cheney gets a nice block, then a flag flies. Someone clipped. He gets by Pat McCowan, then gets his way down to the 10-yard line. That'll be short of the first down with fourth down coming on. I think Bell County clipped that time.
I think it was a hold or a clip. Hopefully it will be.
Or maybe we clipped. No, it's going to be a hold against Bell County. So I guess still a good break for the Corbin Red Hounds. That's going to move the Bell County Bobcats now back beyond the 20.
Bell County a 10-yard penalty. Assessment the point of foul. He received third down.
To the 24-yard line. But it will stay third down, but now Bell County is lacking about 18 yards to get the first down yardage. So we're looking at 3rd and 18.
Watch the fly pattern here to the wide out.
Chidester with the wishbone behind him is going to drop back to throw. He's looking for Sizemore. He lets it go toward the end zone for him. It's going to be picked off. Picked off at the 5-yard line by Dennis Jones, who made a touchdown-saving tackle on Billy Joe Lee just a couple of plays back.
Nice defensive play that time, but Dennis Jones to shut him off there. That's one of those where you're backed up now, but still yet, you can't take a chance on knocking that down, give them a chance to kick a field goal here to go up and win.
Boy, you saw that coming, didn't you?
Yeah, he did.
Play. I mean, you saw that play.
I knew they were going to do that.
Yes. Very good. Redhound football. Corbin possession for the first time here in the second half.
That's called an extremely lucky guess.
High formation behind McCowan, gets it to Bargo. He's got a hole. It's closed off as he makes his way to the 10. Shakes the tackle, shakes another tackle, up to the 15 and knocked out of bounds at the 17-yard line. I'm telling you, I think everybody on the team had a shot at it.
Let me tell you something.
Sophomore.
That's what you got to come. That's what's coming, people.
Man,
you think we can't get this thing back where it needs to be?
That time number 69 for Bell County had Matt Bargo wrapped up around the shoulder, and Matthew just stiff-armed him and ran right out of him.
Oh, that was a great run. I love to see that power football.
He stiff-armed them all.
Ball on the 18-yard line. Power eye left set. Handoff's going to go to Bargo again. He's held up at the line and is going to go down after a gain of about a yard. No running room at all in there that time for big number 31. So to bring up now 2nd down and 9 for Corbin. But that run really got Corbin out of a hole.
No doubt about it. And I'll tell you this, Bargo got most of that yardage on his own. He just really broke some tackles. Big, strong kid, I'm telling you, with a bright future. And a very good kid, too, I might add.
Michael Crowley goes wide to the left side for Corbin. Trey Wyatt, Chris Hammock, and Matt Bargo in the backfield, forming the wishbone behind McCowan. He'll move it around to the right side, looking for a block from Wyatt. Gets one, but a couple of other Bobcats come there to shut him down. That'll bring up now 3rd down and around 7 for Corbin. Short gain on that play by Pat McCowan. Matt Bargo comes off for Corbin. Jones is back in there. Wyatt and Hammock behind McCowan. Handoff goes to Trey Wyatt, the big fullback. Powers his way for the first down. The ball is loose, but I think they'll rule he was down anyway.
I hope so, because we gave it up.
Yeah, they say Trey Wyatt had possession of the ball at the 30-yard line. That'll be good enough for a Corbin first down. Trey's first carry of the game, and he picks up the first down yardage. Bargo checks back in for Dennis Jones now for Corbin. We need to do that more. Had a lady call me. She's very nice about it the other day, and said we needed to report when the players went in and out more, because sometimes that was the only times that their name got heard on the radio. I can agree with that. Handoff goes to Trey Wyatt, and he moves his way to about the 34-yard line. Well, especially if you're a lineman. If you're playing on the line or whatever, your name's not going to be in there a whole lot.
Unless you hold or offsides.
Yeah, if you hold, then we have to tell on you. Gain of 3, that brings up now 2nd down and 7 for Corbin. The Hounds still working from the right side of the field. Crowley goes wide to the left side, along with Romines and Bargo. Pat McCowan's going to bootleg it around to the left, looking for some blocking, and doesn't get a whole lot, up to about the 35-yard line. It's big number 50 in there, Justin Mays.
He keeps
stringing things clogged up.
I keep stringing that thing out, stringing it out, you know, and eventually we're going to have to cut that thing up in there some way. Pat, that time, of course, he didn't have room to cut, but again, Bell County pursuing the ball to the outside, really doing a good job on our outside game. Hurt them a little bit early, but not in a while.
No, it's been a while since we got much off that. You're right. 4:45 to go, 3rd period to play. We're tied up here at 7 at Campbell Field. Pitchback is going to go to Jones. Jones gets a block from Crowley around to the right to the 35 and shakes his way up to near the 40. That'll be shy of the first down by probably about a half yard or so.
I believe we'll go.
I think we will. What do you say?
Number 69, George Howard making the stop for Bell County.
Let's take it down to Phil Russell. Phil, you got a line on it?
First down by 3/4.
3/4 of what?
Football.
Oh.
Okay.
We got the first down. I can see it all the way over.
All right, baby.
Those chains are a long way across the field. Here comes the guys with the chains for the check.
Hey, Tick's rolling that thing up right now. Tick Howard carrying the chains up there.
Tick rolled it up about 2 more inches.
Yeah, roll it, Tick.
No, we're not either. We're short by about a foot.
Short by about a foot, says the man on the field, Philip Russell. The official says the same thing. So Corbin 4th down and about a foot.
We've got this crown on the field, and I swear from the opposite side of the field, it looked like we had it about 3/4.
Well, you feel?
Yeah, I can even see Philip Russell. He's down there somewhere wearing his Billy Jack hat.
Billy Jack.
Billy Corbin's going to go for it. 4th down and a foot. McCowan with Wyatt, Hammock, and Bargo behind him. Of course, they'd like to draw Bell County offsides. Now the official says, let's play some football. McCowan on the keep. He's going to give to Bargo. He's got the first down up to the 43-yard line. The crowd loves it. So with 4:15 to go in the 3rd period, big first down play for Corbin.
Got to give our offensive line some credit, Dave. They've done a pretty good job tonight. We've been able to move the football some, and Matt Bargo, Pat McCown, Chris Hammock, Trey White, I'll tell you, they'll be the first to tell you. Can't go nowhere without those guys.
Hey, this has been gutted out football. There's no doubt about it. Nothing fancy. Just get down there and play. Handoff goes to Bargo again. He's at the 50, and then his drill at about the 49-yard line. But I really think he made the Bell County player pay for that tackle. Number 70, Fred Hoskins, stopped him, but Matt got right down and met him helmet to helmet.
That's the Corbin football I remember.
Like you say, well, these teams got to look at that guy coming at him for 2 more years after this one. Only a sophomore. Michael Crowley goes wide to the left. Wyatt, Hammock, and Bargo the backfield. They're set up in the power I. Let's see if they pitch it. No, straight up the middle to Bargo. Slips and falls after a short game, but Corbin still 3rd and short here coming up. Clock down to 3:20 to go in the 3rd. As a cool breeze starts to blow onto Campbell Field from Linkamp Creek.
Fog rolling in.
Hope it's not toxic or anything. Was there some oil in Linkamp Creek one time?
Come back, Mike.
McCowan, wishbone lined up behind him. He turns, gives it off in there to Hammock, who almost dropped the football and is going to be short of the first down. As Hammock had trouble hanging on to the handoff that time.
Going to be a little short this time.
So Corbin once again going to be 4th and very short. A little more short this time than the last. The Hounds will go for it again. No timeout. Ball's right on the 49. Corbin actually needs to get past the 47-yard line to get the first down yardage. Once again, Hammock, Wyatt, and Bargo in the backfield. McCown, the quarterback. Crowley is out wide. Handoff's going to go to Bargo. He's got another first down. He breaks the tackle down to the 40. Down to 35. Down to the 30. Dragging Chidester right with him down to the 35-yard line. Wow. Quick Chidester had a hold on it, but he couldn't bring it down. Hey, that drug him.
That makes the game fun right there. When you see that kind of effort out of a kid, it makes it fun. It really does. And I predicted this all along, and I don't want to sound like I think I knew something anybody else didn't, but he's the guy that's got to get it 15, 20 times a game for us to win.
It looks like that's what's going to happen. Crowley way wide to the right side on this play as McCowan, ready for the snap, takes it, fakes the handoff to Bargo, flag on the play. McCowan breaks it down to the 20, shakes a tackle on down to the 19-yard line.
Flag on the play.
I think we're in motion.
On the carry for the Red Hounds, the quarterback, number 5, Patrick McCown.
Got to come sit.
So to bring up, once again, a replay of first down. Corbin will lose 5 back to the 30. Silver wants to be first down and 15. Boy, that was, I mean,
fun.
Chidester, who, let's check him out here, number 12. He's 6'2", 183. And Matt was just pulling him right down the field, pulled him for a good 10 yards. So they move the football back to the 30. We'll replay the first down here. 1:56 to go in the 3rd period. Score still tied up here at 7. Good football game between the Corbin Redhounds and the Bell County Bobcats. Bargo, Wyatt, and Hammock will remain the backfield players along with Pat McCowan, Romines, and Crowley the ends. Handoff to Wyatt. He's got a big hole. He's down to the 20. Down to about the 18-yard line. The fullback on the carry. Trey Wyatt for a big gain. Won't be enough for a first down, but it certainly helps.
It's a great call by Coach Adams because they got everybody flying to Pat and Bargo now. They go ahead and give it to the first back through as Bell County calls a timeout, try to make some defensive adjustments.
Well, the Bell County defensive coach takes the field, and he is giving his team an earful. We'll be right back. This is Red Hound Football on the Sports Leader, WCTT.
Yeah,
Minute 21 left to go in the third period. It's been a real battle here between the Bell County Bobcats and the Corbin Red Hounds. It's a long way from being finished yet. Bell County calling for the timeout to talk defense as they're having trouble stopping the Red Hound backfield. Trey Wyatt on the big gainer that time. Picked up 12 yards down to the 18, but Corbin still 3 shy of the first down, but it's only second down right now facing the Red Hounds, working right near the middle of the field. Hammock, Wyatt, and Bargo stay in the backfield. The ends will stay in tight on the play. Handoff goes to Bargo, squirts to the left side, looking for some room, trying to string it out, and can't do it. Once again, there's that good pursuit by the Bell County Bobcats that you talked about, Bert.
Yeah, again, they got 3-4 people to man at that time. Obviously, that's probably what it's going to take tonight, but had a little success going east or north and south, and that time try to get east and west, and just Bell County able to get to us.
Ball on the 20-yard line, loss on the play of a couple of yards as Matt trying to get around to the corner on the left side, but Bell County was there. Once again, it's Bargo, Wyatt, and Hammock, McCowan, Crowley wide to the right side. Handoff goes to Bargo. He's got 2-3 yards, struggling for the first down. He's not going to get it. Well, if he gets his forward progress, Corbin will once again be close.
Oh, let it run.
Making the tackle, number 62, Jason Barnett for the Bobcats.
Clock down now to 30 seconds to go here in the third period, and the Red Hounds will call for a timeout. And the clock stops on 28. Let's take a break. 7-all is our score. Corbin with a fourth down and about 1.5 feet again. This is Red Hound football on WCTT. Hey, just got excited, I guess. We should have. Huh? We'll get them between quarters. If you got any new scores for me. Yeah, this is just timeout, Frank. It's not the end of the quarter. It was close. We should have waited, really. Well, the Corbin Red Hounds calling for the timeout here with only 28 seconds left to go in the third quarter. That could prove costly as you get down to the end because the quarter would have probably come to a close here anyway. But Burley Foley, good football game. Tied up here at 7. Corbin in another big fourth down situation. Fourth and about 1.5 foot.
Well, I think you're going to see Bargo right here, and I think Bell County's going to be ready for that because, you know, he's the guy that's carried the load, and they're going to stack him in there, I believe, and try to push him off the ball right here to get the first down. Most important play of the game up to this point.
It's a big one. We're ready. Trey Wyatt, Chris Hammock, Matt Bargo on the back of that power eye. McCowan, he's going to keep it around to the right side himself. He's got the first. He's to the 10. He's to the 5. Touchdown! Everything went left. At McCowan went to the right. He takes it in for the TD. And the Red Hounds go on top by a score of 13-7. Let's take it downfield to Philip Russell.
Just a beautiful play that time by Patrick McCown. He had the lane wide open. A good block that time by Michael Crowley. He followed it around the end. Touchdown on a 17-yard run. Now, Patrick McCown's over the football. Ready to place. It's put down. It's up. And it's good. Split to uprights. And the score with 22 seconds to go in the third quarter. It's the Corbin Red Hounds 14. The Bell County Bobcats 7. You're listening to Red Hound football on WCTT and T107.
Part of, ain't it?
Get up, Phil. Get up.
Yeah. At least maybe he won't get drunk and forget where he's at like our last man did.
Slow, Steve. We'll come back to Pipe Bowl.
14-7, Corbin on top of Bell County with 22 seconds left to go here in the third period of play. But the Corbin fan, don't get too excited. There's a lot of football left to go. Bell County has shown that they can move it, especially when Clint Chidester and Scott Cheney are handling the football for him. Billy Joe Lee also with a big run on the trap play to start off the third period. Dennis Jones saved a touchdown by pulling him down from behind and then intercepted a few plays later to keep Bell County out of the end zone. Gus Hauser will kick it away. Number 29 back to receive. That is Dwayne Good. First time we've seen him back there, I think. Cheney is right in the middle. There's a kick by Hauser. He's going to give it to Cheney. He's going to drive him all the way back to about the 3. He's bringing it out to the 15, right up the middle. He shakes one tackler off at the 25-yard line, but finally goes down there. Boy, I'm telling you, a couple more broken tackles, and Scott Cheney would have probably had the touchdown.
A lot of quickness. Cheney has a lot of quickness. He's another sophomore, too. A lot of sophomores playing this game, but this game, Shane Creekmore and his senior leadership and Pat McCown, that's been a difference for Corbin so far, along with Bargo's running.
So Bell County, 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line with 1 period left to go as the whistle blows to end our 3rd quarter. We'll be back with that 4th and final period. This is Red Hound Football on your sports leader, WCTT. Nice go updates. Okay. Okay. Okay, thank you. All right, one more quarter of football action left to go here. The Red Hounds on top 14-7. Bell County will have it 1st and 10 at the 25. Williamsburg has beaten Frankfort 38-6 this evening. Whitley County over Harrison 20-14. Southwest Pulaski 34, Lincamp 6. Somerset and Barron still tied up at 6. Middlesboro still over Primal 21-7. Franklin 35, Pulaski none. Knox Central 30, McQuarrie Central nothing. Russell County 7, Wayne County nothing in the 3rd. And Hazard leads Clay County 13-7. Bell County Bobcat football. Chedester with the I formation behind him. Wing back set to the left, and there's a flag on the play.
Hey, David?
Yes, sir.
Scouting them out right here on the play situation here in the game so far as Bell County takes over at the 4th quarter at the 12-minute mark. Corbin Redhounds have ran 47 offensive plays to Bell County's 25 for the game so far.
And the penalty there against the Bobcats. 5-yarder moves it back to the 20-yard line, so that'll bring up now 1st and 15 for Bell. No time went off the clock. Bell County football, and running around to the right side with it is Chedester, the quarterback, on the keep, moving it near the 25-yard line to about the 24.
Jeremy Moran on the stop. John David Myers has caused a lot of confusion in there tonight. He's done a good job. He used his quickness. John David, one of those kids, very, very quick. He's not really big, but he's a physical kid, and he's really given Bell County some problems in there. Although he hadn't had a number of tackles, they've had to double team him down in there, and that's left our linebackers free.
Wideouts each way. Chedester looking to throw. Now he's going to duck his head and run. He's got some running room. Oh, then he's hit right over at the 25-yard line. Number 56,
Dwayne Evans.
Dwayne Evans coming out of nowhere that time. It looked like Chedester was going to be able to turn the corner and really pick up some good yardage that time, but Dwayne Evans, who had a good defensive game against Kaywood last Friday night, threw him out of there. So it brings up now 3rd down and 11 for Bell County. Ball on the 25-yard line. Or actually, I guess it should be 3rd down and 10. Well, that's kind of where they started out at anyway, as Chedester is underneath center. Now he's looking back to the left side to throw. He looks. He's got a man down there. It's going to be picked off. Dwayne Evans on the steal. Shane Creekmore, excuse me. Intercepts it, moves it back to about the 31-yard line, and goes out of bounds, and the Red Hounds take over.
heads-up play by Shane Creekmore that time, but you got to give Corbin's defensive line a lot of credit too, Dave. Put a lot of heat on right there. Shane's able to come up with a key turnover. Corbin able to put one in here right now. It'd be kind of sad for Bell County because I don't think they've got that quick top-scoring offense that they've had in the past. So really, really key interception. If we can put one in here, we'll be all right.
11 minutes to go in the football game. Big interception from Shane Creekmore. 1st and 10 for Corbin from the 32. McCowan will keep it around to the left side, jumps over one would-be tackler, and then is drilled while he is in the midair. Number 50 on the stop again. That's Justin Mays. He's been in on a lot of plays for Bell County.
I believe we got a player hurt, or at least one getting up slow. I believe he's going to be all right.
Yeah, you see the trainers running to the field, but
Kim Claret and Scott Cook volunteer their time.
Well, and one good thing about it, you've not had to see those guys on the field a lot.
No, I think that to do that, David, honestly, I think we're in better condition than we've been in. I really do. I think it's the best conditioned team we've been in some time, quite some time.
Creekmore goes wide to the left. Corbin will run out of the power I. Pitch out to the left side to Jones. Gets a nice block over there, and then is hit from behind, though, and brought down at the 30. Then we get a flag on the play. Don't know what that would have been for. Unless someone clipped,
must be a clip or a face mask. Illegal block.
Well, the penalty is against Corbin. Well, I said Jones had a good block, but it was an illegal good block. He got caught from behind anyway, so the play wasn't going anywhere, but now Corbin will lose some yardage on that. Big interception by Shane Creekmore.
It's like got a nice car, man. Yeah, it's stolen.
That's a good analogy.
I don't think those two really compare, though.
Ball moves all the way back to the 41.5-yard line now for Corbin. The Red Hounds have to make it down to about the 22, so looking at about 19, 20 yards for the first down here. Pat McCowan will give it straight up the middle to Trey Wyatt, the fullback, and he crushes his way down to the 35-yard line. Wyatt has carried the football well. Good gainer that time. And Trey's shaking up on the play, looks like. Boy, he is holding his leg. It looks like it might be just a cramp. Or a hamstring. Hopefully not a hamstring.
David?
Yes.
We've got a cramp down here with Trey White, so his problem is the play prior to that the penalty was called on, he come up looking a little bit then. So that's what it is. He's got a cramp.
.9:46 left to go in the football game. 14-7, Corbin on top. I guess we can get a quick break in here while they work on Wyatt. This is Red Hound Football, WCTT. He scares me. We're ready, Frank. Well, we're back at Campbell Field in Corbin as the Red Hounds. Trey Wyatt is back up after his cramp, and the Hounds facing a third down here in about 13 for first down yardage. The ball sitting right on the 35-yard line. Corbin working from the left hash. Little movement on the bell line. McCowan takes the snap, rolls out to the right side. He's going to duck his head and run and get nowhere. Just about back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. That'll bring up fourth down now for Corbin. You ever see a movie, God, with George Burns in it?
Oh, yeah. The guy keeps talking.
Yeah. I have to say, Philip Russell has scared me to death about 4 times here tonight. He just, I don't know where he's at. He can't see him, and he just comes right in all of a sudden. That's what we got tickled about there a while ago. Serious football game here. Corbin's going to punt it away on the fourth down. Hammock Gets a nice foot into it. It's going to hit out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
Chris has really done a nice job putting the football. Every time he's been called on to try to place it somewhere, I saw Coach Adams earlier in the game telling him to put it down here, and then that's what he did. Down here in this corner.
Corbin really, you know, and that's something else, too, that Corbin, I think, is stronger in this year than they have been in, well, you look several years back down the line, is the kicking game.
No question about it. No question about it.
Not to take anything away from some of the kickers that Corbin's had the last 3 or 4 years, but I tell you, Hammock and Hauser, they're quite a pair.
Greg White now in the football game, Dave. Kid been away from football with an injury, now in playing defensive end.
8:45 to go. Bell County has the football. Chidester will give it to his fullback, Billy Joe Lee, for a gain of only a couple on the play.
Number 25, Billy Joe Lee on the carry.
And it brings up now second down for Bell County. The clock will become an enemy of the Bobcats, as it looks like Lee might have been shaken up just a little bit on the play. Nothing serious, I don't think. Holding his left knee. Glad you tuned in the broadcast here on your sports leader, WCTT. We'll have all the Corbin Red Hound action for you. Men Burley in the booth, Philip Russell roaming the sidelines. I just got to get used to him coming in there.
He's somewhere out there. He's somewhere out there.
I've jumped out of my skin about 3 times here tonight.
We didn't have that problem with Bill Sloan. We usually try to locate him.
The Sloanster moved to Florida on us. He would enjoy this football game here. Second down and 9 yards for Bell County. Working from the right side of the field, Chidester wants to run it out to the left side. He breaks 1 tackle, breaks 2, but can't get by Creekmore, who knocks him to the ground at the 24-yard line. That'll bring up now third down. Third and a couple.
Creekmore, Bell County on the tackle. Creekmore been in on several plays tonight. The whole defensive line in there has played good. Shane Romines, Dwayne Evans, Trey White, Andy Robertson, David Stevens been in a lot of places tonight.
It's been a team effort, no doubt about it. Of course, the game a long way from being won. The Hounds on top by a touchdown with 7.5 to go. Chidester is going to give it to Billy Joe Lee, and he kind of stumbles for the first down up to the 30-yard line. Well, the spot's going to be moved back to the 29, so first and 10 for Bell County from their own 29-yard line. 7:20 to go in the football game.
Creekmore, and on the stop, John David Myers also playing good in there. In the secondary now, Chris Hammock, Pat McCown, and Dennis Jones. Jeremy Moran, Greg White, Dwayne Evans, the ends.
Brian Sizemore, number 81, splits to the left side for Bell. Wishbone lined up behind Chidester. The handoff, I couldn't see which back got it. I think maybe that was Shane, or Cheney rather. And it is Scott Cheney up off the bottom of the pile, and he goes for about a yard on the play. Well, they're going to give him a couple, looks like.
Trey White replaces Greg White. No relation.
Second and 8. Second and 8 for Bell County. 6:35 to go. Corbin on top 14-7 here at Campbell Field. Home opener for the Hounds. They'll take back to the road next Friday night to battle the Scotties of Glasgow. I formation this time for the Bobcats. Chidester on the pitch. He's going to pitch it out there to Cheney. He's got speed, trying to get around the corner, being chased and knocked out of bounds up at the 38-yard line. He got about 3 on the play, but wow, he had to run a long ways to get it, and he paid for the yardage that he did get.
Trey White back down. I don't know if he's going to be able to go or not. Looks like he's having severe cramps. Greg White back in. Yeah, nice lick over on the sideline here. David Stevens, one of them. Did you get the other one?
No, I didn't. Third down and 3.
Jeremy Rand, I think maybe.
Shane Creekmore.
Creekmore is Phil Russell comes in.
Thank you, Philip. Ball on the 37-yard line, 3rd and 3. Chidester underneath center. He's going to give it to his tailback, Cheney. Free on by Creekmore. Ball is going to be spotted at the 39-yard line, and there's big Shane Creekmore again.
I'll tell you, that's football. That's football, Shane.
Steve Jewell got so excited about that hit.
Also number 67, J.D. Myers. We have a timeout on the field for a measurement.
We're going to bring the chain gang over for a measurement here and see if Bell's going to be
They don't
good
have
enough
it.
for the first down.
They don't have it.
They're locking it by about a half football.
No choice but to go right here.
Yeah, they'll have to go for it. Spot on the 39. I don't know, that's kind of a kind spot there, really, Burley. I thought Shane got him back there maybe at about the 38.
But I'll tell you one thing, he jacked his jaw.
He sure did.
As they say in Sandlot.
So now the Bell County Bobcats with a big fourth down. Fourth and just a bit. Wishbone behind Chidester. He'll try to sneak it. He does. He's got the first down across the 40 up to the 41-yard line.
Keeping the ball for Bell County, the quarterback, number 12, Clint Tedesco.
You can see it coming, but it's really hard to keep a guy from getting just a few inches. As the Bell County side away over there, cheers. Clock, though, runs down to 5:47. Corbin on top 14-7 here at Campbell Field.
There was a moth just left here, looked like a helicopter.
It sure did.
I'm not kidding you.
Well, that big seagull went that used to cruise around the field sometimes.
He's good. Got Social Security.
may have drunk too much out of Lincoln Creek, too. Wishbone lines up there behind the quarterback. Chedester's going to throw. He's looking long. He's got a man down there. It is going to be... Oh, no. We're going to get some pass interference. That's probably going to be a bad call, in my opinion. The Bell County fans like it. I know Pat McCowan had just as much of a shot at that football as Brian Green, who was the intended receiver, did. That really is going to help Bell County.
You knew that was going to come at one point. They've been run. The time's running out. They're going to hit you with play action. That time we took a step up as it come by us. Pat did a good job fighting back. There was a little contact there, and I feel like that could have went either way.
Yeah, ball was up in the air. I mean, the defensive guy has just as much a right to try to catch it as the offensive guy does.
Of course, I make no bones about it. I'm for Corbin now.
I think
it should have went the other way.
I think you're a Red Hound fan. Ball on the 45-yard line.
Everybody's got to be something, don't they?
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Big break right there.
Big break for Bell County. First down and 10 inside Corbin territory at the 45, but the clock is moving down toward the 5-minute mark now.
Coach Gorman letting him have it down there.
They're going out of the, he got offsides there against Bell County. It's that time number 24, Brian Green, really shot off that Bell County line. Let's see, was he pulled off?
Guys on Bell.
Oh, I'm telling you, Bell County player just slammed the ball down. Now, basketball, that had been a technical. 5-yard penalty against Bell County brings up now first down and 15. The crowd here in the booth, as always, cheering for the Hounds.
A little vocal. I've seen it get pretty crazy in here before.
I have too, yes.
Get away a little more, Rip.
Well, you shouldn't be. You're not supposed to spike the football. That's what the booth crowd is complaining about here. Handoff is going to go well. He faked it to Douglas. Chidester did, then kept it himself for a couple of yards.
Bell County's going to get down in a situation where they have to throw the football. It's getting pretty late. 4:29 to go. We're ahead 14-7. We being Corbin. I'm not supposed to do that.
Yeah, you can do that. We don't do all Bell County games. We do all Corbin games.
Oh, I see. Bell County, good program. Don't get me wrong. Tommy Greer, good friend of mine from Corbin.
Oh, they got a heck of a program. No doubt about it. They can make you proud. Chidester is going to give it off this time to Cheney. Oh, nice stop that time. Let's see if we can get his number there. Jeremy Moran, number 19. Nice stop at the 45-yard line. As I'm telling you, Cheney's got that speed. He was heading for that right sideline, but Moran brought him down. It brings up 3rd and 10 now for Bell County. As Trey Wyatt checks back in. Greg Wyatt comes off.
Andy Roberts comes off. Big play right here.
The Redhounds look like will come with a 5-man front. Chidester looks like he might throw. Drops back. Lets it go over the middle. And we got pass interference there on Chris Hammett. No doubt about that one. At the 40-yard line.
We have penalty flags on the play. The pass was incomplete.
I agree with that call.
Yeah, can't argue with that one. Hammock bumped him.
Pass interference against the Red Hounds.
So again, Corbin gets tagged for pass interference.
Well, that's automatic first down, too. Doggone.
They're going to mark her off the 15 yards. That moves the football all the way down to the 30-yard line.
See, that changes the complex now. They're down here where they can run now. They still got time to run the ball a little bit right here.
3:23 to go in the football game. 14-7, Corbin on top. Bell County on the move with some pass interference penalties against Corbin. Has helped them move the football down through here. 1st and 10, working right in the middle of the field. Wishbone behind Chidester. He gives it to his fullback, Billy Joe Lee, for a gain of about a yard.
Number 25 on the carry,
Billy Joe, he's kind of small for fullback, 5'8", 151.
Bell County really caught pretty much in a dilemma right here, although they got great field position, but the clock runs, and they preferably would like to run the football right here, but I think they're going to have to take a look at putting it up, should they not be able to pick up a big play right here.
2nd down and 8. Sizemore goes wide to the left side. Cheney wide to the right side. Here is Chidester, gives it off to Cheney. Oh, big hole for him. He's down at the 5. He is going to go in for the touchdown unless someone gets him. Touchdown for Scott Cheney and the Bell County Bobcats. I said Cheney was wide right. Actually, that was Green that was wide to the right. Cheney was back there, and he takes it in for the TD. Let's take it downfield now to Phil Russell.
Well, just good heads up running that time by Cheney. Little dart. We've watched him. Coach Foley can tell you this player since he was a 7th grader up at Bell County. We know what kind of talent he's got. So heads up play. Looks like we're going to have timeout here, Dave. Timeout by Corbin.
Looks like so. Timeout for the Red Hounds with 2:29 to go. Let's just keep it here during the timeout. We wouldn't want him to get that kick away without. Must not be here. 14-13. Corbin on top. Nice run by Cheney. He just threaded his way right through the Corbin defense.
Yeah, we broke down. We completely broke down over there on that side that time because Cheney, he a little shake and bake, as you like to say, Dave. A lot of quickness, but we just didn't have the people there to make the play. I think we got tired on that series. I really do. I think we got a little bit tired right there. And Bell County maybe conditioned us on that particular drive.
Kenyon Hart stand in overtime, Burley Foley.
Sure.
We haven't had one since when Rockcastle County.
Boy, that was a nice.
A few years back.
That was a nice.
A couple of years ago, 2 or 3 years ago. Corbin calling for the timeout.
Think Bell go for 1 or 2?
No, they're going to kick it. I guess they're going to kick it. We'll see. Yes, they're going to kick as they get ready for the hold.
That'll be fun.
Let's take her down to field.
Well, here's Bell County ready to attempt. Over the ball. They're set. Timeout, Bell County. What they were trying to do, they were trying to draw Corbin off sides that time. The Hounds did a good job staying in place. I'll send it back to you, David.
Okay, thank you very much, Phil. Philip Russell roaming the sidelines for us here during the football game. It's been a good one. Corbin scored in the first quarter. Pat McCowan, a 1-yard run with 1:27 to go in the first. Hauser good on the kick at 3:29 in the second. Scott Cheney a 5-yard run. Rosh good on the kick to tie it at halftime. With 22 seconds to go in the third, Corbin scored on a 17-yard run from Pat McCowan. Hauser good on the kick. And with 2:29 to go in the ball game, Scott Cheney just scored on a 27-yard run. And Rosh has yet to attempt his kick that would tie this football game up.
Played so well there, except for one little series. So well.
Well, and the interference, but I don't know if the interference penalty against McCowan, I didn't like that call personally. Of course, the officials don't care what I like at all. Chris Hammock, though, looked like he did interfere. Like I say, one great thing about being up here in the booth, you can coach, referee, do it all. Cheerlead.
Just don't pay much.
No. I get the feeling everyone else is making more money than us.
If they're making any, they are. They're going to go for 2.
Bell County.
They're going for 2, David.
Okay, we'll keep it up here and call it. The Bobcats going to try for 2 here, and a victory maybe with 2:29 to go.
Timeout, Bell County.
Now Bill wants another timeout. Well, the wheels, they are turning. No doubt about that. Corbin called time. Bell County came back. They called time. Now Bell County has called another time with 2:29 to go. 14-13 the score. This takes guts for Dudley Hilton to go for 2 points right here.
I like the call if he goes for 2. Come down here to win, didn't he?
That's true.
I like it because maybe he won't get it and we'll win. Trimble.
But can your horse stand it though? That's what I'm worried about.
Yeah, I'm gonna be all right. What about you?
You're getting older every year we do these games. I'm
Well, I know. That's scary, isn't it? Be 24 on my birthday.
You know what's scary about it is,
You believe that, don't you?
Kaywood Lefford retired after 36 years. He said he wasn't doing as good a job as he thought he could.
Yeah.
And he's like 10 million years ahead of us, and we ain't been doing it near 36 years. And he quit. Great football game. 2:29 to go. 14-13. Corbin on top. And here come the Bell County Bobcats to the line. They're going to go for 2 and the victory. Billy Joe Lee, Cheney behind Chidester, the quarterback. Chidester is going to give it off to Cheney. He dives. No, Cheney didn't even have the football. My goodness. John Witherwright, who hasn't had the football the whole game. I didn't know he had it. Corbin didn't know he had it. No one knew he had it.
That's just a great call by Dudley Hill and Tommy Greer over there because everybody flew to Cheney. Cheney dove. Actually would have made it into the end zone should they gave it to him. That was an end-around reverse or a wing reverse. He got the ball to the left side and was able to stick it in there.
So the Corbin Redhounds down 15-14 with 2 minutes, 29 seconds left to go in this football game. Let's take a break. Bell County will kick it away when we return. This Redhound football and the sports leader, WCTT. Did you know that guy had the ball? Huh? They did it. Oh, yeah, we can still win.
Back in to receive the kickoff for the Hounds, number 22, Dennis Jones, and number 5, Patrick McCowan. Kicking off for Bell County, number 5, Jason.
2:29 to go in the football game, 15-14. Bell County on top after number 22, John Witherwright, a 5'10 junior. Took it on the end around, in for the touchdown. Everyone thought that Scott Cheney had the football as he dove over the line. He would have been in anyway if he had the football. As Ross gets ready to kick it away. Gets a nice boot to it. It's going to be taken by Jones. No, he fumbles it all the way back toward the 1-yard line. Picks it up there. Trying to run it out. Looking for some room. Moves it up to the 10. And then is hit and drilled down at the 11-yard line. And the Bell County fans love it. Dennis misplayed the football, but did a good job of going back to get it and bring it up out of the end zone anyway.
Yeah, you know, it just seems like when things are going bad, they get worse because that's the one time that we really needed to try to get some field position. We don't throw the football that well. I mean, Pat's a good, nice little quarterback, and he can throw it some, but, you know, our back's against the wall here. We're going to have to throw it.
Well, you got 90 yards to go. You got 2 minutes, 21 seconds to do it. Down by 1, 15-14. Corbin looked to be in pretty good shape. Up 14-7. Bell County driving, but a couple of interference penalties really hurt the Hounds. We have a Bell County player down right now. Corbin does have a good leg in Gus Hauser, but you've got to get, I don't know, I think he'd probably give him about 30 yarders a long field goal for a high school kicker.
It's a long field goal for a lot of kickers.
Yeah, it really is. Crowley goes wide to the left side for Corbin. The Hounds will go with Wyatt, Bargo, and Hammock in the backfield. McCowan pitches out to Bargo. He's in around the left side, cuts it to the 10, to the 15, cuts it on up to the 20. Clock continues to run down to 2 minutes.
Making the stop, number 28, Robert Muncie.
Good pickup that time by Matt Bargo.
Here comes Danny Steele into the game, a sophomore, only been back to football for 2 weeks, so a lot of pressure on that young man.
Yes, it is. That's what you get. That's what you're dogging throw into the fire. Chris Hammock comes off.
Well, we got to go, guys.
Locked down to 140. Yeah, we're taking a lot of time. Jones goes wide to the right side. McCowan is wide to the left. Danny Steely, the quarterback. He takes a snap and he's dropping back to throw. He looks. He's going for Pat McCowan. He's got him on the sideline. He is out of bounds.
Did get the clock stopped there.
Stops the clock with 1:27 left to go. 15-14 Bell County lead.
Well, it's time you like to see Michael Crowley. He's one of those kids that can really catch a football.
Danny Steely will stay in at quarterback. Jones wide to the right. McCowan wide to the left. Trey Wyatt lines up behind the quarterback on this third down play. Steely back to throw. He's looking. He's got plenty of time. He looks. He's being chased now. And down he goes. All the way back at the 10. That'll bring up a fourth down and long for Corbin. And the Red Hounds want a timeout with 1:14 showing on the clock.
You know, we're the kind of team, Dave, we're not going to play very well from behind, and part of that's because we're inexperienced with Danny right now being the quarterback, and of course Pat McCowan, you know, like I say, more known for his running. So it's going to be a team that's very, very difficult for us to come from behind. I won't say we couldn't, but it's going to be extremely difficult.
Well, it's tough. I mean, it's tough for any team when you get down with only a couple of minutes left to go in the football game, because the other team, they know what you want to do. And when the other team knows exactly what you're wanting to do, it makes it tough. Game, it looked like Corbin, well, you only had one touchdown. You're never in great shape, especially when playing a team like Bell County. Bell looking to go to 2-1 on the year. Corbin, with a loss, would fall to 1-2. Corbin with a fourth down and 9.
It's all or nothing right here.
Yes, it is. Ball on the 12-yard line, the Bell County 12-yard line.
What play would I call here, Dave?
I give it to Margo. Yeah, there you go, the old snake in the grass. Steely underneath center, ready for the snap. Bell County will come after him. Oh, they dropped the ball. Danny picked it up, though. He's looking. Got McCowan over the middle. If he can hit him, it is over his head and incomplete up at the 40-yard line.
Boy, he had him open in there, too.
Just a little bit high, and Bell County will take over at the 12. Yeah, Pat McCowan, that was a busted play. Actually, the ball came loose right at the scrimmage line. Danny picked it up and did have Pat McCowan. But Pat's not the tallest guy in the world, and the pass just a little bit too high as the fans now start to hit the exits.
Good hard-fought football game. It's a shame we're going to come out on the wrong end of it. Doggone, our kids played pretty hard. They really did.
Oh, they did. Like you say, one series in that two-point conversion. It's Bell County football, and barring some kind of strange fumble or something, which they're not going to do, they'll just let the clock run away here. They'll have to snap it, and the quarterback will go down. They've already done that once. Well, the Red Hound fans, lots of them here for this one, head toward the exits, but even though you're going to lose a football game here, Burley, you still have, I think, have found out that, you know, after Danville, you really shellac a pretty good Kaywood team, and then you come here and have every chance in the world to beat a good Bell County team. I think people have found out this is a good Corbin football team. There's going to be a lot of wins down the road for the Hounds.
I hope
this is not going to be one, though.
Our kids sure played hard. They really did.
Well, the clock counting down, and we're going to take a break. 15-14 is going to be the final score. The Bell County Bobcats begin to celebrate as they have knocked off the Red Hounds of Corbin here at Campbell Field. We'll be back. We'll have stats, also talk with Burley Foley some, and talk with Corbin assistant coach Willard Ferris. This Red Hound football on Southeast Kentucky sports leader, WCTT. to do his TV thing here?
Yeah, might as well.
All right, here we go. TV rep. 3, 2, and 1. Well, the Bell County Bobcats invade Campbell Field in Corbin and come away by the skin of their teeth with a 15-14 victory over the Corbin Redhounds. Scott Cheney, a couple of touchdowns. It was Witherite, though. John Witherite, who took it in on the end around on the 2-point conversion. That gives Bell County the victory here over Corbin. They go to 2-1 on the year, and the Redhounds now fall to 1 win and 2 losses as they get ready to go to Glasgow next Friday night.
Well, it is a hard-fought game. It's a game that both teams, you know, you hate to see either one of them lose. Bell County played their rears off, and so did Corbin. And again, it went down to the final break. You know, who would ever get the last break would win a football game. And again, our kids play extremely hard. They have nothing to be ashamed of, and you got to keep fighting back. And then they came back against after the Danville game and beat Kaywood. Now they've got some more disappointment that they've got to overcome. But I think that's a trademark of this team is they've got some character, and I think they're going to come back and play good football for the rest of the year. Without question, it's a hard-fought football game. You hate to see the team lose, but again, nothing to be ashamed of. Just play hard and go back to work.
Well, there certainly are more tough teams left down the road, Burley, but you've got Bell County and you've got Danville behind you, even though both those teams win over the Corbin Redhounds. You know, the schedule does lighten up just a little bit after that once you get into district play. Even though there's some good teams in the district this year, I don't think there's any more Bell Counties or Danvilles waiting down the line for the Corbin Redhounds.
Yeah, I don't either. I think the schedule will be a little bit easier, but I don't think it'll be...
it's no cakewalk.
No, it's not. And there again, we're just going to have to play hard and do the very, very, very best we can.
Corbin loses 15-14 to the Bobcats of Bell County. You've been watching Redhound football on CBC TV. Just bring her on back, Frankie, baby. We gave him plenty at halftime. To 14 our final score as Corbin drops it to the Bell County Bobcats. The Redhounds went on top with 22 seconds to go in the third period, and when Pat McCowan took it in, Gus Hauser kicks the extra point. It was 14-7 then, but Scott Cheney scored on a 27-yard run with 2:29 to go, and then Bell County showing some guts. Instead of going for the kick and the tie, they went for 2 and got it, and they get the win here 15-14 at Campbell Field in Corbin.
Just tough break day. I mean, really, the daggone thing went down to the final stages of the football game, and you knew that the team that got the last break was going to win the football game. That's the bottom line. 15-14. Both teams played extremely hard, and there was spurts where both teams looked like they were going to go ahead and put the football game away and win. And really, Corbin, I think, had the advantage through most of the game. It seemed like they were going to win the football game, but Dudley Hilton and his staff, they do a great job, and you can never count them out. Doggone, their kids play hard week in, week out, and that's the one thing that's impressive about this team. Doggone, they're playing hard, and if you keep playing hard, you'll win football games.
Well, this is a game, you know, of course, we don't have a huge stacked crew to keep all those kind of stats like that, but if you look at time of possession, I think Corbin had that. If you look at the amount of plays run, I think Corbin dominated that section. First downs, Corbin dominated, but they don't win the football game. You lose it here 15-14. It's always tough to lose to a rival like Bell County, but hey, life marches on. You got to go to Glasgow next Friday night. What do we know about the Scotties?
We know it's a long way over there. That's about it.